I'm Jeri Lynn Daily, and the name of my business is Mini Pigs, and I specialize in breeding indoor pet pigs that are Juliana breeds. A Juliana breed is a spotted pig, and they are also called a painted pig, and they actually originated in Europe, and they are now here in the United States. And they're supposedly the world's smallest pig, but we're starting to see kind of the industry change a little bit with other breeds that are coming along too, with the pet pigs. Well, they actually originated to be companions. In Europe, they were breeding the Julianas for a companion pig because of their docileness and just their gentle in behavior and mannerism that they have. I've seen Julianas. I have some that, at 2 to 3 years old are 10 inches, up to 13 inches. That's kind of the size range that I try to stay with breeding. But I've seen them get up to, 16 to 19 inches. They average from 10 to 19 inches tall, and mine average from 18 to 45 pounds. But then you can also see them at different sizes too. I was really shocked, but I actually sell a lot of my pet pigs to men. It's been very popular, with the males to have a pet pig. But in general, I would just say kind of a, person that's just kind of more into the rare and exotic pets, tend to be more interested in these kind of pigs. But I sell these pigs all over the U.S. I actually just sent a pig to Alaska. Well, when I got into starting the Julianas, my first 2 Julianas I got, within 2 weeks, they doubled in size. Their growth was just, it was unbelievable how fast they were growing. But I was actually feeding commercial pelleted mini pig food. And so I went to my vet and we did a lot of research on it. And we just found that there was a lot of missing ingredients that they needed. And then also we found that the protein rate, the fat rate was more geared towards like a pot-belly pig. So, I've come up with a nutritionist came up with an all-natural grain mix that brought the protein rate down a little bit so that they have steady growth, but it slows it down so that they don't have huge growth spurts.
Jeri, how did you get into raising Juliana pigs?
Well, my husband absolutely loves bacon, so we purchased 2 farm pigs and raised them up, and I absolutely fell in love with them. They were just the smartest pet I've ever been around, and they just ceased to amaze me. And I became so attached to them that when it came time for them to go to market, it was just a really sad day for me. So my husband suggested I get a pet pig. And so here, 13 years later, it's definitely turned into a huge hobby and, definitely a huge part of my life. And when I first started, I was out reaching, looking through all the breeders to find me a pet pig. And I noticed that all the breeders kept all their pigs and bred in the barns, which is fine. But when I would get my pig, it would take me several months to be able to get them potty trained. So I decided that I wanted to start breeding and see if I could, keep them in my house. And everybody thought I was crazy to keep an intact male, but actually he ended up being my cleanest, neatest pig. But so we kind of outgrew the house after I had a few pigs. And my husband built me what we call the piggy palace, but it's a wing onto my house that is like the piggy wing. And they have their stalls, doggy doors, and they can go outside and play in the sand. And it's turned out to be a really helpful situation. And we have in-floor heating, and that's been very, very nice for the pigs, especially when it gets really cold in the winter.
How do you potty train a pig?
So with my piggy mamas, they have their litter box and they kind of teach the babies to go in the litter box. So some of my babies at 2 and 3 days old are copying mom and going straight in the litter box. But if you don't have that option and you're potty training on your own, then you need to confine them to like a small doggy play yard. and put a litter box in there. If they have an accident, I put it in the litter box, and they're so dang smart that they actually will smell their scent and start going there automatically. And then also another huge thing is to never use cleaner or soap on their litter boxes, because the minute you clean their litter boxes, I just use plain clean water to clean it. The minute they smell that cleaner, that litter box is too clean and they won't continue using it. So that's definitely how to keep them on track with using their litter box. This is my male Trigger and a female Kiki. They're both 3 years old and they're both snuggled up. So Trigger is a triple gene blue-eyed boy. And these guys are both Julianas and they're both 3 years old. Trigger's got the most gorgeous blue eyes. He's actually triple gened blue-eyed. And that's very rare in Julianas. There's not many pigs that have blue eyes. You can feel his hair, feel how soft it is. It's amazing. Most pigs have really coarse hair.
Oh wow, yeah.
And so I kind of specialize in the pigs with the soft hair. So this is Callie. She is 100% Juliana, but she is one of my smallest pigs that I've ever had. She's 2.5 years old. She's about 10 pounds. But she is absolutely the most well-trained pig that I've ever had. These guys are, this little girl, she is 1 year old, and then the rest are between 1 and 2 years old. And this is a new breed of a pig that I'm going to try to breed, is the chipmunk pig. The chipmunk pigs actually come from, the wild pigs. They actually have the black straps like the wild pigs do. And they weren't known for, their docileness or their friendliness. So a lot of breeders have actually mixed the mini pig in with them, and it has changed a lot of their personality of being a nicer, more docile pig. And she is mixed in with, she's a chipmunk but has a mini pig mixed in with her. And she's got a great personality. Another thing that is different about Julianas is that they are not like most other pigs as far as rooting. The Julianas, we've noticed that they will kind of root and play in the dirt to kind of get the ingredients or the minerals out of the dirt, but they don't actually root and go under fences or tear up the ground or do major rooting. So that does kind of make them a little bit easier as far as being pets. They're not going to go out there and tear up your whole yard. So a mini pig is a solid color pig. They are a mixed breed pig.
What is the mix generally? Or how are you mixing them?
Well, I'm not actually mixing them, but there's 2 myths that they were downsized from the potbelly. Also, the other one is that there was scientists that had used the mini. They downsized the size of the mini by mixing. I'm not sure what kind of breeds that they mixed, but that's how they came up with the mini pig, because it was easier for them to keep smaller pigs.
And it's just mini pig, it doesn't have a fancy name?
They call it just the mini pig.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? You got potbelly, mini, and the Julianas. And then those are the most, the smaller miniature size breeds, are those 3.
Okay, so Juliana is smaller than the mini?
Yes.
Okay.
They used to say they are. Now they're starting to say that they aren't, because people are, bringing the size of the mini down also. So we do offer, pig products that we actually use ourselves, that we've found that work excellent with the pigs. We've got treats, because for training, you want definitely low-calorie treats. A vitamin E cream, because they get really dry skins from time to time. Hoof moisturizing cream, because they definitely need moisture on their hooves, being that they're indoor pet pig. And then we have ear and snout cream. And then, of course, essential oil lotion that's all organic and natural, made by a friend of mine. And then this is my favorite, dry shampoo and deodorizer. So in the winter, you can deodorize and bathe your pig that doesn't enjoy, bathing, and also in cold weather too. It works great.
Where can people go to learn more about you, what you're doing, and buy these products?
They can go to minipocketpigs.com, and on there I have products listed, babies for sale, and tons of other educational information.
Also, do you have a Facebook page, right?
I do. Mini Pocket Pigs Facebook.